I'm very excited to be back here. The reception so far has been wonderful. I was just talking with the guys earlier about how it's been like a year and a half, and I didn't know how much it was going to be for the excitement level of the fans, but the response has been overwhelming, and already it's looking very good in the club. So I'm very happy to be here again. Absolutely. There's going to be a lot of new records of mine that I'm going to play. Mine and Yours is a new single that I did with Elise. Pandora with the 8060 Girls. And also there's a lot of underground techie kind of records. I'm playing very funky techno with splashes of melody. And this is something that I'm very much into at the moment. Very good headspace. And I'm very excited. All day in the hotel, aside from eating, you know, I was going through new records and new music for tonight, and I'm very, very excited. I don't know, I don't really think of it. You know what I mean?
Many things in EDM industry.
Thank you. Well, you know, all I do, I'm very passionate about what I do, so I care about the music, and I work very hard, and you know, I guess I'm young, and I'm happy because it means that I have more years in me to do this. So, but you know, I'm always feeling like I'm learning something all the time. So for me, it's a constant growth. It's constantly changing and evolving, and I hope that my fans will stay with me for that ride, you know, and it's been great. It's been really, really great. This is the best year so far out of the last 3 years, and I'm constantly on the road. I love my agents, I love my fans, and I'm very, very happy right now. I'm in a very good place right now. I was really young, maybe around 14 or 15 years old, and I started working at a record store, buying vinyls, learning how to DJ. It was something that was very new for me, but I was always immersed in music, but I heard electronic music and I had no idea what it was when I was like 14, and I loved it. I was listening to everything from Adam Bayer's drum code stuff, or the old Bush records, which is like very techno, all the way to like very big trance records as well, like Armin's records, like the Universal Religion mix of Dido, Oakenfold's records, Floro stuff. I was listening to Sasha and Digweed, Northern Exposures. I didn't really care about what genre it was. I didn't know what genre any of it was in the beginning. I just loved listening to good music, and I soaked myself with all the different types of styles, and I think it's shaped me for who I am today in a large part. Oh, you know that song?
Yeah.
Great.
It's extremely deep and
thank you.
classic.
Thank you. That's really cool. And that's a non-dance record. You know, that's a great example of what I was just talking to you about. Like, for me, that was more a classical piece of music. I composed everything myself, all the strings, it was more of like an orchestral piece, and I wanted to do this for me, more of a movie score kind of idea than a dance record, you know. And it's nice that you know that record. Yeah, I really love it, and I'm doing a lot of stuff like that as well right now. I don't care what the genre is. All I care about is making good music. That's it. I don't care. I want to push myself, and I never want anybody to think of me as a one-trick pony or a certain type of producer. I don't want people to think that. I just want them to hopefully be along and come along for the ride. That is me and all the different things that I'm offering. I have a mastering studio. I set that up in November of 2010, and for me, this is a big move for my career. I have a lot of analog gear. I have an Airfield audio eliminator. I have tons of gear. A Weiss MK3 just coming up. I'm picking that up soon. I have a lot of stuff, and it's all on the website, but you know, Shadow Hills. I just wanted to grow as an artist, and I felt like having a professional studio was a way for me to help grow, and it turned out to be true. My inspiration lately has been great. A lot of my new records are incorporating different elements that I never used to have before, and yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's always growing. It's always changing into something else. It's kind of like what we were talking about before. Like my first artist album, I never had an artist album before, and I waited for a long time because I wanted to feel like I was ready. I didn't want to just put something out for the sake of putting it out. I feel like I'm ready now, and I'm building towards my album. So I have maybe 4 tracks done out of the, I don't know, 12 to 14 that I want to have for the final cut. So I'm hoping to have the whole album finished and written by December. I'm hoping to have everything completely finished, polished by December. Something that I want to convey, though, answering your question to the fans, is that it's going to be, every track is going to be a vocal track. Everything is going to be using live instruments, live drums, live guitars, live strings. It's going to be electronic based, but it's going to be incorporating a lot of real instruments as well. I really hope that people will be open to the idea of listening to records that have an idea behind it, not just club records, because I'm not going to be doing, this album is not going to be underground club records. I release them all the time. I make tons of underground club records, and this album is an artist album. It's just as much for me as it is for my fans and for the people that are supporting me. So I want them to remember this for many years, and that's what I'm hoping. So that's all I can say at the moment about the album, but it's coming along really well. And I'm going to be playing one of the records or two of the records tonight, the club mixes anyways, so you'll get a sneak peek of some of the records tonight. It is what it is, I can't stop it, you can't stop it. It is what it is. I hope that people will support the artists, because without the support of people, there's a lot of producers that are going to have a hard time making a living. But this argument's been brought up over and over again, and we can talk about it for an hour or 2 hours or 5 hours, but for the sake of the club night and this interview, I'll just say support your artists. They work very hard for making music, and try to respect that. You don't go into a grocery store and take a carton of milk and walk out without paying. You pay, because that's the protocol, and just because you can download something for free doesn't mean that you can steal it. But I don't want to harp on it. A lot of people are going to do it, and that's just the way it is. So that's a good question. I'm trying to figure that out all the time myself. So I try to keep, I'm very busy. I'm always on the road. This year has been by far the busiest year so far for my career. So I try my best to have a balance. I'm working very hard on music. I'm working hard on my gigs, and when I have time off, I try to take some time off. I love Indonesia, so I'm taking a couple days off in Bali, and I'm very excited about that. I want to go completely away from everybody and just go into the jungle, take a bike and go through the jungle and see monkeys and elephants, and it's going to be good for my head, good for inspiration for music. I try my best to balance what I can when I have it. Well, for the immediate future, tomorrow I have to play at Sky Garden, Bali, which I'm excited about. I have the 5 days off, then I have to play at the Bintan Islands for the lingerie party, the fashion TV party in Singapore. And then after that, I have to go to San Francisco to play at Ruby Sky, and then Las Vegas the day after to play at Tao Beach. And I don't remember what's after that. I'm also working on a new record for the album called Sunrise right now with a new singer of mine named Elise. She's unbelievable. And so I'm working on new records, and I have my mastering company as well. You can check it out if you go to MorrisonRecordings.com. The easiest thing is to follow me on my daily happenings. You can go on my Twitter, which is twitter.com/GlennMorrison, or my website, glennmorrison.com. Everything is there. You can win free merchandise, and you can keep up to my daily antics. So, there's always something going on. It's a good question. I already can tell you 4 right off the bat, because I check them every time I go out of my hotel room. Passport, keys, wallet, cell phone, and CD binder, and headphones. There's 6. Hi, this is Glenn Morrison from Morrison Recordings, and you're watching Dance Signal.